I'm about to propose that there's multiple ways to the dawn. Huh? Fine, take two. Kingdom Hearts is people! What's up, everybody? StevDez here. Now, this is going to be kind of an ambitious video because I understand that the Kingdom Hearts timeline is very well ingrained within the community, since after how many games we've had, we finally know what's going on. The story is very clear now about what it wants to show us, and that time-traveling Xehanort is the one to blame. Therefore, I kinda have to preface this video with a couple of things. One, I'm not entirely caught up with all the games. No, Schmidt, not even the ones that are important to the timeline, I'm afraid. Therefore, I can see a lot of comments about this sort of thing, saying, well, you haven't played all the games, how can you be a matter of anything? You don't know nothing about Kingdom Hearts, except for the few games that you played, because you played a few of them, didn't you? You'd have to be an idiot not to play in Kingdom Hearts games. You stupid. Here's the thing. You don't have to be a sociology professor to have an opinion on a sociological study. Same way about what-if stories. You don't have to know the source material in and out to make a very good facsimile. Or even a decent facsimile. Heck, even a passable facsimile can be done without going to these things. Thank you, Internet! What-if videos are purely creative and fun, and that's what I like about them. And that's one thing that, according to my subscriber count, has doubled since 2018. I wasn't getting that kind of attention doing Let's Plays. Not that Let's Plays are bad or anything, I kind of want to get back into it. Regardless, there is evidence that these videos do touch quite a few people out there, and I'm glad to keep posting them, including this one about the Kingdom Hearts franchise. That being said, it's not like I haven't done proper research about this. I mean, it's Kingdom Hearts. If you screw up Kingdom Hearts, that's pretty bad. I had to for the Kingdom Hearts videos because I haven't played all the games. So I needed to know what's going on. And also, bam. Yeah, I'm working on it. Number two, this video does need to be taken with a grain of salt. Just like any what-if that goes so outlandish as to change a very established timeline. From my understanding, the Kingdom Hearts timeline is kind of picky. It's established in what it is. It knows what it wants to tell, and it knows why everything is happening. So, if you're a rabid Kingdom Hearts fan, my suggestion is take it with a grain of salt. This is for fun. This isn't for profit. Honestly, if I could profit off my YouTube videos, I would. But, considering I'm not there yet, I'm just gonna do it for fun. And even after I get paid for YouTube, if I do get that far, I'm still going to do it for fun, because that's what YouTube's about. So, sit back, relax, and let's get into what if Riku joined Sora's party? Well, how early would he join Sora's party, StevDez? You're making quite a big claim considering he had this big character arc going to the darkness and then coming out as a light Keyblade wielder. I'll get into that, just hang on real quick. I want to first establish the kind of character Riku is. What kind of character did we see in Kingdom Hearts 1? He was kind of the big brother of the group. As far as the original trio is concerned, Riku is to Sora like Zero is to Mega Man X. Sora being Mega Man X, and Zero being the cool guy that we all wanted to play as. Thank you, sequel! He does understand that Sora is kind of carefree, and Kairi is just as crazy with letting Sora be lazy as possible. You know, while he and Kairi are talking, Riku's there working on the raft. That was a creepy smile. Riku does see potential in Sora, though. In putting the Paopu fruit, sharing that with Kairi as something the winner does, as well as naming the raft, I think Riku was just trying to get Sora to show a little bit of that potential. One other notable moment for this timeline to make sense is what young Riku was talking about with Terra. This meeting showed that Riku possesses the heart of a Keyblade wielder. Therefore, he was able to hold the Keyblade so securely without it vanishing from him. Keyblade wielders can hold other Keyblades that don't belong to them only if they are destined to have one of their own. So, as opposed to it vanishing in a few seconds, like it did with Leon after he swung it and well, he's not a Keyblade wielder. Keyblade wielders can use other Keyblades, and the other Keyblades won't vanish from them. And throughout the series, we do see that Riku is kind of rough on himself. Like, seriously, he pretty much spelled out the word emo before emos were emos. I believe in this respect, he would want Sora and Kairi to be better, knowing that he himself is already destined for greatness. He's already going to be one of these guys holding a giant key and slaying monsters. He's going to be that guy. So why wouldn't he want better for the others, being the big brother of the situation? Destiny Island's events all play out normally up until Sora and Riku's meeting on the plateau when the Heartless are invading. Riku's not afraid of the darkness. He's willing to face the darkness and accept it. But he sees how scared Sora is. Here is where the retcon occurs. He sees that Sora's reluctant to accept the darkness. And because he's the big brother sort of defender persona, he's going to try to close the gap. As the darkness starts to take hold, he's walking towards Sora. He's trying to hold out his hand and grab Sora's hand. And sure enough, their hands do meet.
So, what now, Stevdes? Does Riku get the Kingdom Key? Or all those other fan-based stuff that you see on the internet? That Riku should have been the right one and... Give me a minute.
Sora would still get his iconic weapon, the Kingdom Key. And honestly, all the fan bases saying that the Kingdom Key should have been Riku's. I agree with you on one thing. There would have been a Keyblade that Riku got if he didn't accept the darkness. But the Kingdom Key would not have been that Keyblade. Riku's not afraid of the darkness, so he probably would have gotten the way to the dawn. Or he probably would have gotten a different Keyblade with a similar message, that he's willing to accept the darkness in his heart, but fight for the light. That's his Keyblade. Keyblades are designed based around the owner's heart. Sora would still get the Kingdom Key. Sora has the heart of a Keyblade wielder, Ventus. So, therefore, he would still end up getting the Kingdom Key. Regardless, that's not the direction I'm going with this. Sora still gets the Kingdom Key, but because of the close proximity of the two, the light was able to defend both of them. Seeing that Riku is willing to denounce the darkness at a moment's notice to defend his friend, that would have resonated in the Kingdom Key's decision. And because they were so close, the Kingdom Key could do something in that moment, showing off the light and saving both of them.
But Stevdes, that means Riku doesn't have anything to defend himself against the Heartless except for a wooden sword. You can't do that.
Yes, I can. Because it's not a wooden sword that he gets. It's the Soul Eater. Yeah, you know that dark blade that we see in Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories? The main blade that Riku uses? Yeah, that's from here. It wasn't a gift from Maleficent. It wasn't some sort of he found it somewhere. The Soul Eater is a reflection of Riku's heart. Of course, after the flash of light, Riku does see the key in Sora's hands. Is like, what the heck? But that guy said I was destined for greatness, and I know in my head I'm better than Sora. What's going on? Why does he have a key? I was supposed to get the key. What the heck's going on here? But they don't have time to figure that out. Sora mentions that Kairi's not with him and Kairi's not with Riku. They better go find Kairi. So they go to the secret spot and Riku can't fit. What? Kingdom Hearts can have narratives in its story. Why can't I? The Kairi door scene still happens and Sora still gets launched out unconscious. Riku has to fight off Heartless with the Soul Eater, but realizes he can't hold them off for long. He grabs Sora over his shoulder, and that way one hand can be used for the Soul Eater to clear the way as he's hacking and slashing and just getting back to where they had first met. After they get up there, Riku realizes that the Heartless has stopped going for him. Now's probably a good time to see if Sora's okay. He puts Sora down and starts shaking him, trying to wake him up. And while that's happening, that part of the island's floating up to the void up there. And what's coming down is Sora's dark side, Heartless. Oh boy. I can see it now, Riku trying to get Sora. Sora, come on, wake up, man. Wake up, Sora. Wake up! Wake up, Sora! Wake up! Naturally, Sora does get up and is shocked to see the thing from his dream. But since he knows how to deal with it, he and Riku are able to deal with it. It goes up into the void, and sure enough, Riku and Sora hanging on, they both slip, they end up going into the void, just like in the regular game. This is the point in which they're separated, and this is the point where I'm going to put a poll up there. When would Riku reunite with Sora? Would it be to help him against Leon, or would it be against the guard armor? If this does get a part 2, in that video I would go ahead and go through what happened to Riku in Traverse Town. That's where this poll really comes in handy to decide the fate of this timeline. As for Sora, this pretty much goes the same. He meets Leon, fights him, ends up getting taken back. Leon does the thing with the Keyblade, Heartless all over, all the way up to the guard armor fight. That way, it stays consistent. And during the guard armor fight, Riku is present along with Donald and Goofy. All 4 of them fight off the Heartless and the boss Heartless, and then Donald and Goofy are able to tell them their mission. Stay with the one with the key. Sora would think it over and then look up to Riku as if to ask his opinion, because Riku's opinion really matters to Sora. And Riku would just look at the two and say, I don't know. They look kind of funny. Are you sure we can trust them? Sora, with, thank you Schmidt, that grin, would just have his hands behind his head, and he would say, well, they helped us fight the Heartless, and they don't seem all that bad. I think it'd be fun. Riku naturally still has his concerns, but obliges because his friend trusts them. Donald then goes about the spiel about how this boat runs on happy faces. Riku just rolls his eyes, arms crossed, Mr. Tough Guy over here. That doesn't stop Sora from doing the unforgettable, very beloved, one and only to roll them all happy faces. Like, legit, I wrote 13 E's on this page. I love that scene. This gets Riku to smile, seeing that his friend's still happy and fun-loving, as he looks to the blade in his hand, deep in thought. And that is where we end this chapter. So what do you think? How might things change with Riku in the party now? Other than, instead of 3 people, it's 4 people for each world, and you can switch out one of those 4 people. That would be an interesting game mechanic. Let's get on that! Oh. That's right. Kingdom Hearts 3 did that. You can have 5 people in a party in some worlds. Would some characters not trust him? Would some characters overly trust him, think he's this chill guy? Leave your comment below. I'm interested in hearing about this. And should there be a part 2 to this crazy timeline? I'll definitely deliver on it. But we need those polls to be answered by you guys. I hope you liked that video. Hit that subscribe button down there. It really helps us. And also, like the video if you really did like it. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed this video. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.